annual Russia-India summit. His visit to India is coming during a period when our bilateral relations are going through a period that of historical significance. It's a historical milestone. 25 years ago, President Putin laid a foundation of our strategic partnership. 15 years ago, in 2010, our partnership was elevated to the level of the specially privileged strategic partnership. Over the last 25 years, President Putin repeatedly gave additional impetuses to the development of these relations. Under his leadership, these relations got stronger and reached new horizons. And I would like to express my sincere gratitude to President Putin for his friendship and for his commitment to working with India, to cooperating with India. Friends, over the last 80 years, the world has moved through ups and downs, and mankind survived many crises and challenges and hardships, but all this time the friendship between Russia and India stood strong, and these relations are based on mutual respect and on deep trust that we have for each other, and it has always withstood the tests of time. Today we have discussed all the facets of cooperation between our countries to ensure that this foundation grew even stronger. We strengthen the economic cooperation, we bring it to a new level, and it's our common goal, it's our common priority to make it true. Today, we agreed to sign the economic development program up until 2030. It will ensure that our relations became more diversified, more sustainable, and it will add a new dimension to our cooperation. Today, President Putin will have a chance to attend the Russia-India Business Forum, and I'm sure that this platform will strengthen our business relations even further, and it will open new avenues for joint production, for technical innovations, and so on. Both parties are taking steps to sign a trade agreement between the Eurasian Economic Union and our country. Our cooperation in the field of agriculture and fertilizers is vital for food security and for the well-being of our farmers. I'm very glad that going forward, both countries will make every effort to strengthen the production of the necessary materials for fertilizer production. And strengthening ties between our countries is among our biggest priorities. We will continue to discuss the developments in the Vladivostok-Chennai transport corridor, North-South transport corridor, and I'm sure that we will continue our effective cooperation for the benefit of our peoples via using the sea routes in the Arctic zone. We agreed to strengthen our cooperation in the Arctic, which will open new avenues for us and for the Indian youth. And our cooperation in shipbuilding will help strengthen our joint initiatives, and it serves as yet another important example of our joint effort. It will create more jobs, it will ensure regional connectivity, and energy security is yet another vital foundation for the cooperation between Russia and India. It goes way back, it's deeply rooted in history. When we were assisted in attaining clean energy sources, and this is mutually beneficial cooperation in the field of critical minerals, which is also important to ensure safe and diversified energy production. We also support our cooperation in the field of clean energy, high-tech production, and modern types of production. The cultural cooperation between our countries and human-to-human ties between our nationals, they have a special place in our relations. Over the last decades, peoples of our countries always treated each other with respect. We were always inspired by each other's culture, and we agreed on future steps to strengthen this cooperation. Currently, we have opened 2 consulate offices of the Russian Embassy in India, which will facilitate contacts between the peoples of our country, and it will bring our countries even closer. In October, hundreds of thousands of pilgrims were blessed, received their blessing, at where the Buddha relics are preserved. And I'm sure that in the near future, we will start working on the introduction of the 30 days visa-free travel arrangements for our nationals. It will not only bring us closer together, it will open up new opportunities for us, for the both countries. I'm glad that we managed to sign 2 agreements today. We will work together in the field of education, in the field of additional training for our professionals. We will enhance the number of the students that we exchange. And today we also discussed regional and global agenda. We discussed the situation in Ukraine. India always stands for peace. We have always stood for peace. We welcome all the initiatives, all the efforts aimed at finding peaceful, long-term peaceful resolution and settlement for this matter. India was always willing to help with these efforts, and we will continue to help in the future. Russia and India have always supported each other. We worked shoulder to shoulder in our struggle against terrorism, but the terrorist attack that happened in India, it was similar to the cowardly attack that took place in the Krakow City Hall in Moscow, and India firmly believes that terrorism is a direct threat at the common values that we all share. And the only way to fight this evil is by standing together, by standing united. We cooperate in the UN and G20 and SCO and BRICS and in the other formats. We work together, and we will continue to cooperate and to maintain dialogue in all these formats. Your Excellency, I'm sure that in the future, our friendship will empower us to fight against the global challenges, global threats, and hopefully we will become leaders of the more prosperous future. Once again, thank you very much. And I would like to thank all the members of your delegation for visiting India.
Thank you, sir. May I now request His Excellency, Mr. Vladimir Putin, President of the Russian Federation, to give his remarks to the media.
Уважаемый господин премьер-министр,
Your
дорогой друг,
Excellency, Prime Minister Modi, my good friend, ladies and gentlemen,
прежде всего хотел бы искренне
first off,
поблагодарить
I'd like to thank you sincerely, thank the
Драупади Мурму,
President
вас,
of India
господин премьер-министр,
and yourself, Prime Minister Modi, and all of our Indian colleagues and counterparts for this warm and hospitable welcome offered the Russian delegation. The talks that have just concluded, as well as our discussion yesterday evening with Prime Minister Modi, and I'd like to thank you for that opportunity. All of these conversations were very constructive, very useful. They were conducted in a friendly environment. We see this partnership between Russia and India as a privileged one, and myself and Minister Modi have personal relations. We meet a lot of times. We have met at the SCO summit. We speak on the phone. We follow closely all of the strategic elements of Russian-India partnership, and we track the implementation of all key bilateral agreements. And today, with the participation of our delegations, we have discussed in depth the entire scale of Russia-India partnership. We have exchanged opinions on urgent and most important regional and global matters. We have outlined priority goals for further strengthening our trade, security, humanitarian sphere, and cultural cooperation. As you can see, we have also signed a number of intergovernmental and interministerial and corporate agreements. Many of them are aimed at expanding economic cooperation between Russia and India. This is natural because our two countries to each other are critical partners in trade, investment, technology. For example, last year, trade turnover grew by 12%, achieving a record of about 64 to 65 billion dollars, and it's estimated that by the end of this year, the trade will be at the same level. We would like, of course, to bring this number up to $100 billion, and to achieve that, we have a program for Russian-Indian development up to the year 2030. This comprehensive document outlines the specific goals and requirements that our ministries and governments must achieve to reduce various obstacles when it comes to our trade investment cooperation. Prime Minister Modi today has provided us an entire list of issues that both ourselves, the Russian side and the Indian side, must look through very closely, very attentively to overcome those hurdles. Strengthening of our economic ties could be further bolstered by creating a free economic zone between Russia, India and the Eurasian Economic Union, and we are already working on that proposal. Also, I'm happy to say that we have focused a lot on the fact that our countries are moving towards settlements in national currencies. Already 96% of all operations, economic operations, are done in national currencies. We have interbanking cooperation between Russia and India. Russian banks are expanding the use of Indian rupees in various contracts. Massive collaborative projects are being done and credited with the Russian ruble. Russia provides, sustainably provides energy to India, as well as everything that is required for the development of the Indian energy sector. We will continue to provide all kinds of fuels for the Indian economy. And this is not all. There is a flagship project for the creation of a nuclear power plant in India. Already 2 out of 6 power units are already part of the Indian energy grid. And bringing the remaining 4 online will be a great contribution to strengthening the Indian energy sector, providing to the Indian households clean and accessible energy. Also creating of small capsule reactors will help us achieve new breakthroughs in agriculture, medicine, and other sectors. We are also creating new logistical routes, the north-south route, also route to, from Russia and Belarus to the Indian Ocean. There are expanding opportunities when it comes to improving the trans-Arctic transportation corridor, including the Northern Sea Route as its main part. There are other sectors of the economy where Russia and India have accumulated positive experience. We have joint initiatives in the industry, in machine building and digital technologies and space exploration and other science-intensive sectors. For example, in accordance with the commercial agreements signed recently in Kaluga, a new pharmaceutical factory will be built in with the participation of India, and there will be new pharmaceuticals produced there with Indian participation using Indian technologies. Also, as part of the Make in India flagship program by Prime Minister Modi, will be cooperating on that as well. In New Delhi, the Business Forum is currently taking place. We will participate in that as well. The Russian-Indian humanitarian cooperation has been very successful as well. Our 2 nations have been sincerely interested in the traditions and interests and the spiritual values of one another. We continue to develop educational contacts. We have exchanges in public circles, in the youth, cross festivals of Russian and Indian cinema has been very successful in both countries. Tourist flows are growing. Today, Russian international TV channel RT will be starting broadcasting in India, and that will help India to know Russia better and understand what is happening right now in our country. When it comes to international projects, international issues, global issues, we can see that our interests are very much aligned, although we have our own independent policies. And together with our partners in the SCO and other organizations, we continue to promote a democratic, multipolar world order based on equality and the sanctity of the international law enshrined in the UN Charter. We promote the right of each nation for sovereignty, for its own identity, and we want to see a balance of interest between all the participants of the international world order. As the creators, one of the creators of BRICS, we will do everything to strengthen this organization. As India will soon preside over BRICS next year, we will help them, of course, in all the projects and activities. Russia and India have had close cooperation in the military sphere. We've been helping the Indian army modernize, including its navy and aviation. We are satisfied with the results of the talks today. We have a meeting with President of India planned, but already today I can say for sure that this visit will certainly help positively improve Russian-Indian strategic partnership for the betterment of both of our countries, both of our peoples. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, sir. That concludes the press statements. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your presence.